216-578-1007. Join us, our 800-348-1007. 35192 to text me. About 10 minutes from now, another chance for you to get to L.A. The 18th of this month, it is our sold-out iHeartRadio Alter Ego Festival with Billie Eilish and the Black Keys, who I understand are from Akron, Ohio. Blink-182, they've added Coldplay and many others. Boy, that Billie Eilish, she's a little firecracker.
Is she's 18 now, right? She flopping her boobs around?
That's what she said she was going to do. She said she was done hiding her body when she turned 18.
She didn't want to be infantilized or sexualized as a minor, so she's like, that's why I was wearing garbage bags. But I'm gonna hoe it up once I turn 18. We'll see if she sticks with that. When did she turn 18? Over the holiday?
Yeah,
I don't know.
Last month-ish.
Like, yeah.
Somewhere in December, I think.
Anyway, she's going to be at Alter Ego, and you've got a couple of chances every day this week. Your 11th hour opportunities to get a trip out there for you and a pal, fly you out, put you up, get you tickets to the whole thing. So Alter Ego at the Forum in Los Angeles on the 18th of this month. Hey, Dick.
Well, Happy New Year, guys.
What's going on, Dick? You worked. I bet you worked New Year's Day, didn't you?
Yeah, I had a great Christmas, and it was I worked New Year's Day, but I told you my cousin came down from North Olmsted.
Yep.
And my other cousin came from Texas. He's originally from Elyria, so it was her birthday, and we had a good time. We got a lot of nice presents I'm thankful for.
Yep. Like what?
Well, I got a book on the Browns, 100 Things You Need to Know About the Browns.
What? Give me one of those things.
It's very interesting.
Give me one thing you need to know about the Browns.
Got a gift certificate to Cracker Barrel. Fazoli's, got some nice Yardley cologne in my... See what...
Yardley cologne, like after Yardley Smith from The Simpsons?
Yeah,
all
that
right.
kind. You get it at Bath and Body Works.
Yeah.
Gotcha.
Bath and Body Works.
All right.
I had a surprise. One of the new managers wanted me... it was on a Tuesday before Christmas. I played 2 hours in the... It was out in the plumbing center, and I was on a little chair, and people were coming up to me, and it was nice.
You had a gig in the plumbing department at Lowe's?
Yeah, I did. I did. I just
Is the sound better in the plumbing department than in any other department?
Well, it was. I had the mandolin tune-up. I got a new one at Guitar Center, Rogue mandolin.
I would think the acoustics would be better over in lumber.
Yeah, but
they plopped you down in plumbing.
There, but we it was amazing with this Indian summer weather. We were pretty busy during the Christmas season. I was working out in the garden center with trees and stuff. So I stayed pretty busy.
So Christmas Eve, you're playing a gig at the in the plumbing department.
Was, the Tuesday before Christmas.
Oh, the Tuesday before Christmas. Okay, I understand.
And then last night was we were all 3 weeks in band. It was nice to get back to band last night. We got new. We're going to have new leaders this year. They want me to be one of the guys that's been around. Wants me to try to be the president this year.
Oh, try to be the president. Is that a position that you've got to run for? Do you have to campaign for that?
You could run, and what they want me to do is try to. They're going to give me some leads. They talked to me last night. Go around the businesses and see if we can get more jobs this year. We didn't have a lot of jobs last year.
Mm-hmm. I see. So they're going to.
It's kind of neat.
So when you're doing a gig in the plumbing department, what do you close with?
I usually close with Bye Bye Blues. It's an old banjo standard.
Well, I hope so. You're playing the mandolin. I hope that it's a banjo song that you're playing.
Yes, and I want to say something right now.
All right.
The Browns disappointed me this year, and
sure.
I'm hoping we get a new manager. I say we go for Josh McDaniels from the New England Patriots.
Sure, New England, I'll tell you what, they run themselves a tight ship over there. Maybe we could get Belichick to come back to Cleveland, Dick. What do you think about that?
Well, you know what? I was thinking who would be the good manager, but I don't know if he would want it. former Brown in the 60s, but Jimmy Brown and Bernie Kosar to run the team.
Oh, sure. I doubt anyone would have a problem with any of that around here. Do you have any...
It just was so disappointing, you know? Weren't
Sure.
you guys disappointed this year?
Well, aren't you used to it, Dick?
Yeah,
Yeah.
you get used to it.
Sure.
But mark my word, on today, this is the 7th of January, you write this down,
All right.
the Indians will be contenders
Write this down.
in 2020. I think they're going to win that.
Indians.
You think so?
How you spell contender, Dick?
Yes.
All right.
Everybody have Dick tonight.
I wanted to ask him if he had any New Year's resolutions. I didn't get to it.
Yes.
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 Unfortunately. Well, there you go. He is all over the place.
I love it.
Yeah. So he's out there playing gigs.
Not enough gigs. They need more.
I think, well, I said they had you playing on Christmas Eve, and he said, no, Tuesday. I think Tuesday was Christmas Eve. Wasn't Christmas Eve
so.
on a Tuesday?
Yeah.
So he was so excited to play that plumbing department gig that he forgot what day of the week it was. But again, I would think that if they were going to do that, they'd really want to put him in a more acoustically viable. You know, the sound off all those metal fittings, it's just going to bounce all over, you know? You think they'd want to put him somewhere like I said, in the lumber department. Or back by the miter saws, you know? Put him in one of those model showers. You know, everybody loves to sing in the shower,
The
whistle in the
acoustics are
shower.
perfect.
Yeah.
Put him in the shower.
They're all in a different shower, just lined up.
That's right. Alan, it's great that people are so accepting of autistic artists like Billie Eilish, despite their lack of talent or the other redeeming quality.
I like Billie Eilish.
I think she's very talented.
Me too.
Yeah. Her music kind of
She's
caught my
so
ear.
young.
Very, very young, boy.
It's exciting for what's to come, you know?
Well, the only thing that you hope is that those that people like that don't flame out too quickly. You
Yeah.
hope that they
Like
have
a Fetty Wap.
They can sustain.
that they have a career, yeah, that they can sustain.
Like a Megan Trainor.
She's still doing stuff. She dropped some new song, and
Nobody's
Lord,
checking
is
her.
Lord still doing stuff?
Lord has got a new album coming out. Yeah. But it's also a matter of, you know, if you're somebody who's crazy hyped like that, you kind of have to keep it going.
Iggy Azalea.
She's DOA. I mean, that she
I'm just
can't-
saying she was hot for one summer. She was the song of the summer for one summer, and then after that, nobody cared about her.
Well, you got to have more than one song. Billie Eilish has had more than one song. I mean, I don't know how long she'll last, but you got to have more than one song. There are a million one-hit wonders. Kesha's trying to come back. You know, there's all those people are trying to
that's
come
not
back.
Kesha's fault that she like flamed out. That was her producer's fault. Like,
Well,
she was a big star
whatever,
because her producer.
whatever it is. I'm
and
just
she
saying
left him.
the audience doesn't care. They just, you know, it's out of sight, out of mind. So, I didn't know that Billie Eilish was autistic unless this person's using
I don't
that
think
as
she
some kind of
is.
insult.
Yeah, I think that's
see.
what they're trying to do.
That's an insult now to call someone autistic. Mm. We were talking yesterday about we got into a conversation about hoes and thoughts, as we so frequently will, and you know, people just using you for whatever. And I was reading about a guy who found out through a friend of a friend that this girl he was dating was just going out with him for all the free dinners. Did you read about that girl? She told her friend, and the friend sent the guy a screen cap of their conversation because he thought they were getting along and everything was, going well. But she was telling her friend, as long as he gonna pay for everything, girl's got to eat. And so this guy he found this out, and then he took her out to a really nice place, took her to a hibachi restaurant, It's not cheap, right?
No,
Hibachi
rack up that
joint,
bill.
it's fun, you get yourself a couple things of sake, you got a $40 plate, throw some desserts in there. They get the multiple refills on the drinks, they get a couple of fancy ice creams.
And then he leaves.
Split. I was going to say.
He got up to go to the bathroom. He was also her ride,
That's great. I love that so much.
and he left. Yeah.
I'd have gone bigger than hibachi. Go to like a nice steak place.
Really, really nice place.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I had this happen to
You
me.
take her to a place where she thinks you might have a little box in your pocket with a ring in it.
Yeah.
Right? And you go, baby, tonight is going to be an
Anything you want.
Anything you want. You want 2 lobster tails?
You want a little surf and turf?
Yep.
You go crazy.
Yeah, I was checking my thing this morning. That restaurant rectified their snafu with my bill, and I didn't, because I was just dreading calling this place and going, hey, one of your stupid waitresses, I don't know her name. I certainly didn't want to describe her physically because that would have just been insulting by definition, you know?
We'll give it a shot.
She was short and fat with a lot of tattoos, you know? And I don't even know if that description would have been, if this guy had said, you're going to have to be more specific, I wouldn't have known what to tell him.
Short, fat, a lot of tattoos.
You know what I'm saying? Like, I didn't get her name. I was at the other end of a long
did
table.
Did they at least give you a discount or like?
No, they didn't give me no discount. They
For all your trouble?
You know what? Well, I didn't call them and tell them. And she sure as hell wasn't going to tell her manager, hey, I accidentally charged $600 to this guy's card, you know, whatever.
Oh, honey.
She's not going to tell him. But I'll tell you what, when I was checking my account, you know what they did? I go, what is this? You know what they did? They tacked on the automatic gratuity.
Yeah.
For the big
Any
party.
parties of 6 or more usually.
No, I know that, but she should have not. She should have.
She's supposed to tell you
on her own. No, I know that because of what happened. She should have on her own taken that off.
No, you can't do that. Well, I mean, you can, but
because it's a separate charge. Shows up as a separate charge.
But they're not gonna. No one's gonna take off the gratuity. If it says it like on the menu, like this is a party of 6 or more,
because she charged everyone in our party that gratuity for the big party, so she got tipped plenty for what was awful service.
Right.
Well, who knows if she messed up somebody else's? I know she messed up mine. That was all I was concerned with. But you get hella tipped on those big parties, and the service alone was awful. Aside from her jacking up my bill. But I was dreading calling this restaurant because you're just going to get the runaround. Because they're not looking to help you out. They're looking to protect their employees, you know?
Yeah, but I mean, but at the same time, when it comes to stuff like that, you can get into credit card fraud.
In this day and age of Yelp and stuff, too, they're a lot more willing to fix anything.
I guess.
Just reprimand
They
her.
don't know that I'm not going to go on Yelp, but I'm not going to go on Yelp.
Did the guy sound like understanding? Like,
The
I didn't
bank
talk to
took
anybody.
care
You
of
have to
it.
talk to anybody because they took care of it.
Oh. They took care of it without me. I was keeping an eye on my account, and they took care of it without me having to.
Gotcha.
Hey, I got a trip to L.A. for you. Our iHeartRadio Alter Ego Festival. This thing sells out immediately. It's Coldplay, and it's Blink-182 and Black Keys and the aforementioned Billie Eilish, who may or may not be autistic. And it's a trip for you and a pal. It'll put you up, fly out, get you the whole thing. So good luck getting out there.
Hey, it's Rover. Time for your shot at a trip to our iHeartRadio Alter Ego now. Text the nationwide keyword PARTY to the number 200-200. You'll get a confirmation text and info. Standard data and message rates apply in this nationwide contest. That's PARTY to the number 200-200. Good luck from 100.7 WMMS.
On that Yelp tip, by the way, there's a woman who's suing TripAdvisor. Because did we all look at the video before the vacation of the couple trying to get up on the camel and it couldn't get them up?
Oh,
Yeah,
Did we watch that?
I posted it at
This fat couple was over in like Egypt or something on one of these camel riding trips, and the camel, this poor thing, couldn't get them up. They were so heavy, and they're hanging on for dear life, whatever. This woman in Jersey, she's 24. She gets thrown off a camel and breaks her arm. And they didn't tell her that the camel was pregnant. And so now she's suing TripAdvisor.
Extra hump.
She's in Morocco, and they had to do surgery on her arm to prevent permanent nerve damage. And so now she's suing TripAdvisor.
The camel threw her because it was pregnant?
She rode a camel, and it threw her off. I guess she's saying it's because it was. I don't know how she
Well,
found
the camel's
that out.
hormones are going crazy? Is it like a person?
I don't know.
I think one thing that we've learned over the past few months talking about camels, between riding them and not being able to support the weight, and the lady that bit the camel's balls, just don't mess with camels.
Yeah, don't mess with camels.
They're not worth it.
And they're giant.
I would like to ride a camel at least.
I was just
once.
going to ask, do you want to ride a camel?
Just once.
Do they have fleas?
What is this obsession with riding animals?
Am I thinking about Aladdin?
Huh? Fleas?
Yeah.
What did it have to? What is?
They're not mutually exclusive. You might be thinking about Aladdin, and they might have fleas.
Maybe I think I just took that from Aladdin.
Well, in
and
Aladdin,
now I have he had fleas.
Well, they said that he had fleas.
Street rat, yeah. I have fleas and he
And
itches
only
his
your
head.
fleas will mourn you.
Yeah.
And I don't have fleas. And he's scratching.
Yeah.
All right. So this
But yeah, I
woman
don't need
is,
a camel ride.
she had some, save the dromedary for your momadary. She's suing TripAdvisor for that. But would you want to ride a camel?
Yes, I just answered
Oh.
yes.
I imagine they'd
Why?
smell.
They probably aren't very fast.
All animals smell.
Or they might be fast, but you can't ride them like...
Some animals smell a hell of a lot more than others.
Porcupines smell really bad. Not that you're going to ride a porcupine, but I didn't know that until I went to an
Don't tell me what I
Alaska.
can or can't do. I'll ride a
Can't
porcupine
ride
if
a
I want to.
porcupine. They smell so bad, it's unbelievable.
Boy, it's funny. Billie Eilish is not autistic. She has Tourette's syndrome, people are telling me.
How can she... Maybe it doesn't go while she's singing? Like, it doesn't... You know how some people don't stutter when they sing?
Right.
Like, maybe Tourette's is the same thing?
I don't know. And everybody thinks that Tourette's syndrome, too, is like you're cursing all the time.
It could just be a tick
It could be
or
tics
whatever.
and
Yeah.
ticks and stuff like that. All I know is her performance on SNL was incredible.
She's great. I really like her.
Where she was walking around that room that was spinning. Awesome.
And I've heard her in interviews, and she seems to be, as much as you can be for someone her age, she seems to be pretty centered.
Right.
I think she had, like, performing parents or something. She came from, like, a super hippie family. Like, her real name's Pirate or something. I don't know.
I was in some, I don't know, waiting room or something, and I was watching, like, a thing on her. Oh, it was a hotel. I was having continental breakfast in a hotel.
Ooh,
And
what continent?
I think Australia.
North
actually.
America? Oh.
No.
It was all burned?
Burnt toast.
Yeah. They were showing, and there was a ton of like home video from the time she was really, really, really little, and she was always performing. Like she was like, "I'm Billie, and I'm 3, and I wrote this song," and like sat down with like a guitar, and like
she was 3, and she was all sullen, singing about boys that broke her heart.
It was cute though, like from a very young age that her parents had all of that. You know, I know it's different now. If she's only 18, I mean, her parents could be 40, so they've had cell phones and stuff their whole lives, but
yeah. But I guess her parents were unsuccessful performers, like they were actors and artists.
Her brother's like one of her main producers
right.
and songwriters. Yeah.
So it would be weird if your parents never made it, and they were very poor they were very poor, and then you make it, you and your brother make it. That would be weird.
Yeah.
For your parents to see their dream, listen, you'll do anything for your kids. You want to see your kids be successful. So on that end, it would be fantastic. But on the other end, you would just be reminded of your own ambitions that never came to fruition.
Failure,
yeah, you know what I mean? Like,
can we do a little collaboration?
Yeah, right.
Daddy Eilish?
It's like Selena's dad.
Daddy Eilish. Right. Who?
Selena's dad.
The dead Tejano pop star?
Correct. Her dad was in.
Who the hell knows about Selena's dad?
He does.
Wow.
If you've ever seen the movie Selena, you know that her dad was like in I think it was a boy band called the Dinos, and they never made it because they didn't want Mexican.
I thought that was from Coco.
No.
Oh.
Over the holiday when we were in Michigan, we were picking up a couple of odds and ends at Meijer, and I was I was cutting through one department to get to another one, and I was walking past one of those cubes they've got full of novelty T-shirts, and they had a Selena T-shirt, and I go, "Oh, I'm buying a Selena T-shirt."
Did you?
No, they only had like double XL and extra smalls.
I feel like those are
so those Selena T-shirts must be very popular in the 32 waist crowd. Yeah,
I bought an Aaliyah T-shirt when I was in San Diego. I don't know how that relates. Just if we're talking about dead pop stars.
Yeah.
That's all.
And where have you worn it?
I wore it around San Diego. It went with my outfit.
Now, what happens when you get it wet?
What do you
What's going on with your... It's live audio from when Aaliyah...
Stop it! You are so wrong.
You guys have both been in a plane crash before, so I don't know why. If anybody can talk about it, it's you two.
I'll tell you what, with great certainty we can talk about it. Poundcake and I have seen some stuff together.
No, you tried to kill me. I wasn't willingly in a plane that was going down.
Nobody's willingly in a plane that's crashing except the person who hijacks it.
Well,
I didn't try to... devotion to accuracy. I didn't try to kill you. I tried to kill both of us. Blake Griffin, by the way, is out because of knee surgery. Oh. So the Cavs playing the Pistons tonight.
Might have a chance.
Oh, man, you only have to worry about Dennis Rodman.
That's it.
The worm!
Did you see the video of Kevin Love getting all angry on the court?
Oh, yeah.
He's like calling for the ball from Colin Sexton and like clapping real hard and then finally gets it and like chucks it.
He wants out.
Yeah.
Kevin Love wants OUT of
done.
the CLE. Mm-hmm. That's right.
Posting Joker photos saying mood. Done. Let's go win.
All right, I'm going to have those highly suspect tickets for you. They are going to be through end of April. If you want to see those guys, should do a show at the Agora. 35192 if you want to text. Your next shot to grab $1,000, by the way, can go fund yourself around 3:30.
The Alan Cox Show on 100.7 WMMS. And everywhere you go on our free iHeartRadio